we witnessing the downfall of SpigotMC? Well, at times it for sure seems that way. If you've ever done anything with Minecraft servers and plugins, you've definitely heard about and most likely used software made by SpigotMC. They are of course the creators of the SpigotMC Minecraft service software, but they're also the creators of Bungeecord and of course the SpigotMC marketplace. Spigot used to be huge, and that's an understatement. They were literally everywhere. Back in the day, if you wanted to make a Minecraft server, you would use SpigotMC. If you wanted to make a Minecraft network, you would use Bungeecord. And if you wanted to get plugins, you would go to spigotmc.org. There was no question about it. But does that still hold true today? SpigotMC has declined a lot over the years, and as a result they have lost more and more market share. Especially PaperMC has grown tremendously in popularity, which was a fork of Spigot, just being better in pretty much every single way. And it didn't stop there. The PaperMC team also made Waterfall, which is an improved version of Bungeecord. And then because they still didn't think it was good enough, they made Velocity, which is not a fork of anything, but a completely new, by PaperMC designed Minecraft proxy, which is now rapidly gaining market share and leads people to abandon Bungeecord or any of its forks. And while of course there are still some people using SpigotMC and Bungeecord, their market share has declined a lot over the years and is continuing to decline now. All the alternatives are just better. But of course, there is still one thing that keeps people in the SpigotMC ecosystem, and that is the SpigotMC marketplace. Still to this day the most popular marketplace for Minecraft plugins. While all of the software that SpigotMC made tremendously declined in popularity, the marketplace itself stayed strong. So why? Well, there are of course multiple reasons. One of them being SpigotMC is just very popular. Like, the SpigotMC marketplace became so popular over the years that any Minecraft plugin developer would be crazy to just abandon it. It is hard to comprehend how much traffic goes through the SpigotMC website. It is truly massive, and as a result, developers kept posting their stuff there, because the discoverability on SpigotMC is just really great. There are so many ways to discover new plugins on Spigot, and even when everyone switched to other server softwares, with Spigot already being as popular as it is, it just didn't make sense to switch off of the marketplace. But the second thing has to do with monetization. SpigotMC is one of the only websites that allows a plugin developer to sell their plugin for money. A lot of competitors that have been gaining market share over these last few years, like Hanger, which is PaperMC's marketplace, and Modrinf, all don't allow developers to sell their plugins. And this has given it a huge advantage over competitors, because plugin developers that want to make a living off of selling their plugin only have a couple choices, and the most popular one of the bunch being SpigotMC. So developers kept coming. But of course, you can't just post any plugin on SpigotMC. To actually post a plugin on the SpigotMC marketplace, your plugin needs to support the Spigot API. To be honest, that makes kinda sense. It is the SpigotMC marketplace after all. But then, about 3 months ago, this all changed, because PaperMC announced that they would be becoming a hard fork. For those who don't know what that means, PaperMC has always been a fork of Spigot, which in the most simple terms means Paper grabbed Spigot, built additional software on top of that, called it Paper, and then shipped it. This is what they've done since the start. But 3 months ago, they announced that they will no longer be doing this. Paper is gonna be its own separate thing. And to be fair, the Paper API had already been around for a long time. PaperMC servers just supported both. But now that they are hard forking, that is no longer gonna be the case. And for plugins to work correctly on PaperMC, they need to be compiled against the Paper API. So now plugin developers had a decision to make. Are they gonna compile against the Paper API from now on and lose the ability to have their plugin on SpigotMC, or are they gonna choose the Spigot API, which would then allow them to put their plugin on SpigotMC, but they would lose the biggest part of their users, as most people don't use the SpigotMC software anymore. Of course, another option is just doing them both, but that's kinda kinda complicates things a lot. Well, many developers did not have a hard time choosing at all. They went for paper. In these past few months, we have seen a tremendous increase in plugins made for the paper API. Plugins that will no longer function correctly on Spigot servers, killing off the Spigot server software even more. But some developers are still very hesitant to switch, because losing out on SpigotMC can have serious consequences, as the website has such a big traffic, and they actually allow you to sell plugins, something that the marketplace of PaperMC does not. Alternatives to Spigot would be, for example, Polymart and Build by Bit, and while those are mostly the websites that developers of paper plugins are using now, the popularities of those sites is just still nowhere close to SpigotMC. But the hard fork of paper has for sure set some things in motion. A lot of developers who just kept posting their stuff to SpigotMC because it is such a popular website and they had nothing to lose anyway, are now deciding to go with paper exclusively. But as a result, they do need to look for another place to sell their plugins. And all of this is ignoring the fact that SpigotMC has also been involved in some controversies as of late. An example is the whole Orexin and Nexo situation. For those who missed it, I've made some videos about it here on the channel, but what it boils down to is that Nexo was taken off of SpigotMC by SpigotMC staff because of a false DMCA claim. Everyone thought that the project will be up again after 2 weeks, because if no additional evidence is provided, or if no lawsuit is filed, that is what should happen. But instead, SpigotMC decided to just completely side with the person who made the false DMCA claim. And we know it is false, by the way. That's not speculation. But SpigotMC just said, nah, it's too risky. We're not reinstating Nexo on our site. And when the Nexo developer asked for an explanation, SpigotMC literally said, we're not gonna put it back up and we are not required to explain to you why. They don't even know themselves. They clearly didn't want to put it back up on Spigot because they sided with the person who made the DMCA claim, and when the Nexo developer kept giving evidence that the claim was false, they eventually just said like, okay, we don't have to explain ourselves, goodbye. What is that about? What do you mean, Spigot? I think the only thing that's missing here is a new real plugin marketplace that can completely replace SpigotMC. Build by Bit is just not doing it. It's been around for a long time and too many developers refuse to use it. Polymart, on the other hand, is kinda great, but also lacks a lot in popularity. A marketplace that is rapidly becoming more popular is Hanger, but Hanger doesn't allow you to actually sell plugins. And then there is Modrinth, which even I have called out as the perfect replacement for SpigotMC. But again, you're not able to sell plugins there. And I know somebody is gonna comment, but Kasai, you can earn ad revenue. That's totally true, you definitely can, but comparatively, ad revenue gets you nowhere close to what you would earn if you would actually sell them. If you want to become a full-time developer, then ad revenue income is not gonna cut it. I think as soon as Hanger allows developers to sell their plugins, it's game over. As soon as they decide, okay, everyone, you can now sell your paper plugins straight on the paper marketplace, the SpigotMC marketplace will see massive decline. Now, if this will ever happen, I don't know. I have heard some rumors about Hanger potentially allowing people to sell plugins in the future, but that rumor has been going around for a long time now, and it still doesn't seem to be an option. So I really don't know, but it would for sure be very, very interesting. And I think a lot of developers would love that change. I definitely think we are witnessing the downfall of SpigotMC. Even though it is going quite slowly, the speed does seem to increase every year. Especially with the big changes made to paper lately, I think it is only a matter of time. And if Hanger actually allows people to sell plugins someday in the future, I personally think there will truly be the end of Spigot. But hey, maybe I'm completely wrong. The majority of this video has been speculation. I don't know anything more than you. What I am very curious about is your opinion. What do you think about Spigot? And what do you think about their future or their potential downfall? Do you think everyone will switch to Hanger as soon as they start allowing developers to sell their plugins? Or do you think there's another website that will take SpigotMC's place? Or maybe do you think that SpigotMC will just stay around and that they will even be there in maybe 10 years? I would be super curious to know. So definitely leave a comment down below. And that's gonna be it for today. Do make sure to subscribe to my channel, join my Discord. Thank you so much, channel members. And then I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, see you later. Bye bye.